Hi friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I am Shannon and this is One Spark of Magic. Today we are concluding our portal tour here at Epic Universe by coming to the hub in the central of it all, Celestial Park. Today we're going to explore all the rides, attractions, food, bars, shopping, and the life of a Celestian. And by the time we're done here, you'll know everything there is to know about Celestial Park and the Celestian life. Celestial Park is the core of Epic Universe. Think of it like a cosmic crossroads, connecting to the Ministry of Magic, Mario, Isle of Berk, and the world of classic monsters via portals powered by the Kronos Tower. You're wondering what the Kronos Tower is? That is what you pass under when you get into Celestial Park. The design and theming here is steeped in astronomy, astrology, and that magical celestial vibe. One of the things that Universal said when they were building Epic Universe is that they wanted to put park back into theme park. And that's literally what Celestial Park is for us. You can go through walkways of gardens and beautiful landscaping, statues, and just so much glamour and gloriousness of just like a beautiful park right here in the center of a theme park. It's gorgeous and beautiful. I can't describe just how beautiful it is, and I don't think the camera does it justice. I'm sitting right now in one of the center gardens here in Celestial Park, and I am surrounded by gardenia bushes, and I can smell the flowers, and it smells amazing, it's refreshing, relaxing, and just absolutely gorgeous. So with Universal trying to put park back in a theme park, I think they nailed it. Now throughout the day, you'll be able to walk through these gardens and experience the daytime park, but don't sleep on this at nighttime. There are lights galore throughout all the gardens and the waterways. It is gorgeous and it's so much fun. The whole park comes alive at night. But if you do recognize some of the lights flickering at night, that's not your imagination. That is probably Dr. Victoria Frankenstein doing some of her experiments on her monsters. So the whole story of Dr. Frankenstein being able to do all these new experiments now is because she's using the power from Celestial Park to be able to power her experiments in there. So you'll see as you're in Dark Universe, all the lights flickering while she's gaining the power from Celestial Park and from the Kronos. Now she can't escape the power from any of the other portals, but she can from the central hub here. So if you see the flickering, then you know Victoria is up to something over there in Dark Universe. So just keep an eye out for that. On top of the beautiful gardens and flowers that you have surrounding Celestial Park, you also have this waterway that goes all the way from the front to the back where Helios Grand is. Throughout the day, you'll see the water dancing and synchronizing with each other throughout the entire park. And at nighttime, it becomes a light extravaganza. The whole park will be lit up and the waterways will be lit up as well, giving it that extra celestial vibe. So first up, we're gonna look at all the rides and attractions that are here in Celestial Park. First up, the thrill ride of them all, Stardust Racers. Stardust Racers is the park's signature coaster. This is a dueling coaster with two side-by-side tracks, launching riders up to 133 feet at 62 miles per hour, with multiple launches, bank turns, and a wild celestial spin. So the celestial spin is when the two dueling tracks actually intertwine with each other as they're inverting. There are slight variations between the green and yellow track, but everyone says the green one's a little bit better in that regard. To be honest with you, they're both really cool. So these trains are actually racing each other and there is a winner. It's hard to see during the day, but at night you'll see checkered flags at the end when you're coming in and the winner's checkered flag will light up. According to some of the team members I talked to over at Stardust Racers, Team Yellow wins about 90% of the time. And that is partially due to the fact that Yellow is usually behind and whoever is behind gets an extra boost on the last launch. Now the green track tends to be a little bit more popular because some claim it has more intense and has better views during the celestial spin, but I am forever Team Yellow. This ride is amazing during the day, but it comes even more alive at night. There is no external track lighting, but the ride vehicles themselves will be fully lit, making them appear as actual comets shooting across the night sky. For my Back to the Future junkies out there, this ride has tons of Easter eggs and backstories for you that you're gonna absolutely love. First of all, each of the ride vehicles will be powered by the flux capacitor, which you can find on the back of each of the trains.
I was standing on the edge of my toilet, hanging a clock. The porcelain was wet. I slipped, hit my head on the edge of the sink, and when I came to, I had a revelation, a vision, a picture in my head, a picture of this. This is what makes time travel possible. A flux capacitor.
flux capacitor.
And how did they get that flux capacitor? Well, that is because Doc Brown himself helped create Stardust racers. Apparently, Doc Brown is one of the scientists that helped the Celestians discover and create these portals to these other worlds. Prior to the portals, the Celestians would use comets to fly through the sky to travel to these different worlds. So once they discovered these portals, they no longer needed these comets and rockets to be able to get to the different worlds. So what were they going to do with them? So Doc Brown came up with this idea to make this ride for all of the travelers that would be coming to Celestial Park, giving them something fun to do and interact while they're here, traveling and navigating to their new adventures. You'll never be able to see it, but each of the ride vehicles have a scientist's name on the bottom of them, including Einstein and Doc Brown himself. The only people that are going to be able to see this are the maintenance crews and the engineers that are working on any updates or changing out any of the parts. But it's really cool to know that you might be sitting on a ride vehicle called Doc Brown. This ride does have a 48-inch height requirement, and it is the only ride in Epic Universe that will require you to go through a metal detector. They do have lockers for you to be able to put all your belongings, but make sure you take everything off, including any hats and even your power-up bands for Super Nintendo World. And if you set off the metal detectors and you do have one of those things on, they will send you back down to put it in a locker. So it's just easier to go ahead and put it in there. Now, I do absolutely love this coaster. I love the theming, I love the thrills, and I love the competition of it all. However, it's kind of weird that it's not as smooth as you would expect a brand new coaster. I was just on Hagrid's the other day and rode that, and I was like, wow, this is smoother than Stardust Racers. I know it's not as thrilling of a ride, but even Velocicoaster still to this day is a smoother ride to me than Stardust Racers. So it's a little weird on that, and I hope that that gets fixed and it doesn't turn into a Rip Ride Rocket situation. If you're wondering who this ride is for, it's definitely going to be for those thrill seekers and those coaster lovers. So that's me. So we're going to go ahead and get on it and get our first ride done of the day. So for some tips and tricks here for this ride, my favorite thing to do is to ride front row at nighttime on the yellow side. That is by far my favorite seat that I've sat in, and I just absolutely love it. Also, another thing, this one can usually have like a 25-35 minute wait when even the rest of the park has an hour plus. So I wouldn't waste your time standing in a 75 or 90 minute wait. I wouldn't wait more than probably 45 minutes, maybe even an hour if you're really stretching it, if everything else is so packed. And I wouldn't want you wasting your time when you can just wait for it to go down a little bit longer. Now, of course, this is an outdoor roller coaster, so when the weather gets a little tough, it is going to shut down. This might be one that you want to hit up a little bit earlier in the day just to make sure you can get on it before the weather gets a little bit ugly, because we know the summers here in Florida are going to have thunder and lightning. Now, because of the dueling aspect of this has a very high capacity. However, it does struggle sometimes with being able to stay open. It's still one of the better ones here at Epic Universe, but if one track is down, then they're both down. They're not going to open it up for just one side to be going. So just keep that in mind as well. But this one is one of the more reliable rides that's here at Epic Universe. It stays open most of the time, excluding for weather, of course. But I haven't seen it go down that much, so it is pretty reliable on that sense. Next up is going to be the Constellation Carousel. Now, this isn't your average merry-go-round. Instead of your traditional horses, you actually get to ride on carriages shaped like animals inspired by real-life constellations, such as lions, peacocks, rams, and hares. You'll have your standard straddle carriages, but one of the cool things on this is that they are 2 seats. This is perfect for parents with small ones that are still a little scared to ride a carousel. One of the parents can sit right behind them to give them that extra comfort that they need so they're not scared. Or if you need a little bit more comfort, or all 3 of you want to ride together, there are also the carriages that have them sitting side by side. So there's a spot for each of the adults on each side, and in the center there is a booster seat for your child that they can sit on so they can feel like they're in control. The ride vehicles not only go up and down, but they also rotate 360 degrees. They are also on turntables, giving you additional motion and spin than you would have from your average carousel ride. When you are riding, take a look at the different turntables that they have, because it does give it a similar vibe to, say, Disney's Teacups, but without the nausea part of it. Now, the ride itself features celestial music and a light show, that really comes to life at night. On the ceiling, there is a star tracker with rotating celestial star patterns. And in the center, there's this thing that Universal calls a mesmerizer, which creates a ribbon like cone effect. There is no height requirement for this, but anybody that's under the height of 48 inches will need a supervising companion, and handheld infants are not permitted. Not only is the carousel re-rideable because of the different animals you can sit on, plus the different light shows, but also there are 7 different songs that you can possibly get on this ride. Anything from upbeat music to the soft lullabies. This ride is perfect for families and for anybody that wants to upgrade their Instagram account. There's a lot of photo ops you can get here. Now, it's not a super sunny day right now. It's a lot of cloud coverage, but one of the other cool things that's over here by the carousel is when the sun is shining through the stained glass here, it will mimic that same pattern on the sidewalk there, and it's so gorgeous. So keep an eye out for that too during the day. Last on our attractions here is going to be Astronomica. Now, Astronomica is an interactive fountain mostly for kids. However, I've seen plenty of adults go running through to cool off. This is a cool splash area designed like a giant compass, and the fountains just dance around to music, and it even does it after dark with the different lighting as well. This is a great place for little ones to cool off and burn through some energy if they're a little too excited. As this isn't an actual ride, there is no height requirement for it, but it is for all kids, even just the kids at heart. However, your kids will get absolutely soaked on this if they run through it. So if you plan on doing Astronomica as one of the things that you do with your kids, I suggest bringing an extra change of clothes to either put them in afterwards so they can be in dry clothes, or swimwear that they can use while they're running through this, because they will get soaked.
You gonna sing? Yeah. This one? Right now? Well, how about this? 3.
When you wish upon a star, your dreams will take you very far.
Hungry? Well, you won't be here in Celestial Park. This place is packed full of restaurants, sit-down restaurants, quick serve, snack stands, bars, taverns, you name it, they've got it here in Celestial Park. There is so much food to cover. We're gonna try to get through it all. I'm gonna try to tell you the best things, but there is so much here. You're gonna have to come here multiple times to eat all of this food. Trust me, I've had to be here multiple times to try all of this food. To make things a little bit easier, let's start with our sit-down restaurants. Now, the only 2 sit-down restaurants here in Epic Universe are going to be located in Celestial Park. First up, the Atlantic. Now, the Atlantic is a seafood restaurant, but it does have some surf and turf as well. Now, this is in a Victorian-style glass aquarium, and it's got all the under-the-sea vibes that you could possibly imagine. Inside the Atlantic, you'll also find the Aquaria Bar. Now, this is the bar that is located at the top level of the Atlantic. This is where you can find some of those specialty and viral drinks like the Northern Lights. That changes color. I did have it. Wasn't my favorite drink. Wasn't the worst. But if you want to see my full review of the Atlantic and what I had to eat there, check out my video. I'll put the link in the description. It is part of my Eating Everywhere in Universal series, so you can check out that one and all the other ones. Next up is the Blue Dragon. Now this is another sit-down restaurant here in Celestial Park. This is going to be great for bigger parties because all of their dishes are served to be able to be shared and to order a bunch of different things for everyone to try. So if you have a bigger party, this might be a really great place for you to try a bunch of different things and also experience the Blue Dragon. Inside, you can sit and relax underneath the lanterns that are glowing bright, and all of the neon signs that are in there makes you feel that you're underneath an Asian food market. They do serve Asian style food here with everything from ramen to your noodle dishes to rice dishes, your classics and your more adventurous sides as well. If you want to see a full review of the Blue Dragon restaurant, I do have one and part of my series of Eating Everywhere in Universal, so I'll link that below too so you can check it out. Also inside the Blue Dragon, you're going to find the Tiger Bar. This is where they have some specialty drinks, some fun little cocktails for you to try. I haven't been able to be there yet, but that is on my list of things to try. So let me know, look at the menu, and see what you want me to try for you next time I'm here at Epic Universe. But now that we've covered all of our sit-down restaurants, let's go to our quick service restaurants. Now, first up on our quick service restaurants, we're going to start with Pizza Moon. Now, Pizza Moon is obviously a pizza place, and it has some of the best pizza that I've ever had in a theme park. Probably the best. I've had the margarita pizza as well as the ube pizza, which is a cheesy garlic on top of an ube crust. Let me tell you, both of them were absolutely delicious. Here at Pizza Moon, they serve up their pizzas fresh right out of the brick oven, and it's delivered right to your table. Not only is the food fantastic, but the theming on the inside is astronomical. This is like a converted theater, but if you pay attention, it gives homage to a couple of things. And if you take a quick look, see if you can figure out what it gives homage to. Now, I'll give you a hint. Smashing Pumpkins also gave homage to this as well. And one of their music videos is basically the inside of this restaurant. Next up on our quick service list is going to be the Oak and Star Tavern. This is where you're going to find all your favorite barbecue food and your beers. You can also find the Plastered Owl Bar inside here, which is one of the best bars that's in Celestial Park, in my personal opinion. They have some unique and exclusive drinks here, and ask them how you can get one of the owl cups here. If you're inside there, make sure to give a shout out to one of my favorite bartenders here at Celestial Park, and that's going to be Chuck.
We're going to help Alina get over her fear of werewolves, okay?
I love this plan so much.
Let's try it. There's a black moon on the rise. Ow! We try again. There's a black moon on the rise. Ow! I think we're gonna go home. Don't go around at night, but it's bound to take your life. There's a black moon on the rise. Ow! Oh yeah! Two things together. Around the night, but it's bound to take your life. It's how like a wolf you go. Ow.
Next up is going to be the Meteor Astro Pub. Now this is where you're going to find your basic pub food like your burgers and fries and beers. But they also have specialty cocktails like the Meteor Strike that you can get up at the bar too.
Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Woo! Oh no, it's a meteor strike. It's coming to Earth. Oh no, the poor dinosaur.
That was so cute.
Tell Murph I do it better.
Yes, I will. Don't worry, there are tons of snack stands all around Celestial Park, including Comet Dogs, which is where you're going to find your gourmet hot dogs here. I would say, though, there is a plant-based one that is a smoked carrot that I've heard nothing but bad things about. So I might stay away from that one, but they do have some interesting looking other ones there. But then there's also Star Subao, which is where we're going to go right now and grab one of these treats that I've been seeing going viral. All right, a snack has been acquired. We have it right here, and it is absolutely piping hot. So this is supposed to be a hot dog wrapped in a rice cake and then topped and coated with this cheese and aioli sauce and it's just a bunch of stuff, and it's really hot. So we're gonna give it a try and try not to get it all over ourselves because there's a lot of juices in here. I'm really not sure what to expect from this, but let's dig in. Okay, so the way this is set up is like a hot dog that's cut up into like 3 pieces and then put on the skewer with, I think it's more cheese and more cheese and more cheese. I mean, it's coming apart. It's not the easiest to eat. Probably better to eat with a fork and knife, but the cheese is a little tough to get through, but oh boy, does that cheese taste good. So we're just gonna keep working our way through this. So if you like hot dogs and you like cheese, I think you'll like this. I mean, it's got great flavor to it, and the spices that are on it are absolutely delicious. I'm trying to figure out what it tastes like, what it reminds me of, but the seasoning on the outside is very good. It's not spicy as in hot, it's just spicy with a lot of like nice flavors. All right, continuing on with our tour of the snack stands. If you're looking for something a little bit more on the sweet side, you can head on over to Frosty Moon. Now, Frosty Moon has ice cream with all different types of like fun and exciting toppings, including sprinkles that look like stars and moons and marshmallows, and they're like the Lucky Charms marshmallows, so really good. Now, if you still think that there's nothing here in Celestial Park that you're going to be able to find to eat, well, don't worry. They're already working on opening 2 other restaurants here in Celestial Park. Now, these 2 restaurants originally were supposed to be opening up with the park when they first announced it, but then it changed course. So we don't know exactly what's going to be here, but there's one right behind me here and another one. And it's been rumored that there's going to be one that's going to be like tacos, more Mexican themed, and the other one's going to be more of your Italian pastas. So I'm not sure what is actually going to be here. It has not been officially announced by Universal yet, but keep an eye out for those because there's going to be even more food offered here at Celestial Park. Celestial Park also has several standalone bars around, including Celeste Tiki. Celeste Tiki is going to have your more tropical themed drinks. Think rum runners, pina coladas, margaritas. They're going to have those right there. You want your tropical vibes here in Celestial Park? You can get them.
And if Katie is working, make sure you say hello from Shannon. She's also one of my favorite bartenders here.
Also over by Meteor Astropub, you can find Bar Zenith. This is also going to have a full bar over here as well, but with some specialty cocktails reminiscent of the Astropub. When you first enter in Celestial Park, you will find the first location of Starbucks right at the front on the right-hand side of the Kronos. There is another Starbucks located near the back of the park over by Dark Universe. Over there, it's a little bit more basic of a building, not as beautiful as the one in the front, but you will still find your Starbucks needs and be able to fill those cravings. Celestial Park also has so much more to offer. They have shops galore lining the sides of Celestial Park as well as entertainment. Over by Celeste Tiki and Frosty Moon, you'll find the Hemisphere stage. This is where you find live music and performances. Now, I've seen the same band every time I've come here up until today. So today there was a brand new band and they were so good. They had a little bit of a jazzy feel and upbeat. It was very, very good. The last one they had, and they might still be here, so I don't want to be mean. They weren't bad. They were good singers. They just sounded like a wedding band, and so it wasn't really fitting the vibe of Celestial Park. However, this one did, and I've got a couple clips for you.
Give it strength to carry on. Make your body big and strong, yeah. Hey everybody, thank you so much for hanging with us today. We are the Celestial Trio and we hope you are having an amazing time here at Epic Universe, and we want all of your adventures to be epic. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Shining star for you to see what your love can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your love can truly be.
I've also heard rumors of roaming Celestians around Celestial Park. This is my 8th time here at Epic Universe, and I have yet to see a single one of these. Now, I've seen videos on Instagram and TikTok and, YouTube, all showing Celestians walking around the park. So we're going to be on the lookout for that today, and if I see it, I'm going to be so excited. Otherwise, I'm not going to believe they're actually here. Now, what is a day at a theme park without doing some shopping? I mean, seriously, this is some of the best IP that you're going to find here at Epic Universe. First off, let's start with Other Worlds Mercantile. This is where you're going to find everything that you could possibly think of for all the different portals, including Super Nintendo World, Dark Universe, Ministry of Magic, and Isle of Bark. You're going to find some of those quaint, essential items that you need that would be great for gift giving or taking home a souvenir. Over here at Moonship Chocolates and Celestial Sweets, this is where you're going to find all of your favorite decadent sweets here. They do have a display case that has all your favorites with macaroons, truffles, chocolate-covered apples, and even some marshmallow treats. This is where you'll also be able to find the merchandise for Captain Cacao. Now, this is the bear that they have created as basically the mascot of Celestial Park. You'll find everything from shirts, cups, stuffed animals, and chocolate themed right after him. Now, this is a really cute idea that they did an original concept, and props for them doing that. But this is where you can find all that merchandise here if you want to take some of that home with you. If you're looking at Moonship Chocolates down by where the Super Nintendo World portal is, you can also see that there is a hot air balloon with a ship connected to it. Now, if you look in there, you can see Captain Cacao, and that is his job. He's an explorer, and he explores all these different places. And as you're inside the shop, you can also see that all the decorations are all of that of explorers with maps and fine treats that he found throughout his travels. You can also find Sensorium Emporium, Lens Flare, and North Starry Winter Wonders. Over here at the North Star Wintry Wonders, this is where you're going to find everything Christmas. It has all of your Christmas stockings, Christmas ornaments, Christmas gifts. That's where you're going to find it, is right here. Right next to the Christmas shop, that's where you're going to find Sensorium Emporium. This is where you're going to find your plushies and your other figurines here. Great gifts for finding souvenirs and gifts for young ones. Also, right outside of the exit of the portal for Super Nintendo World, you're also going to find another store here that's going to be themed to all your favorite Super Nintendo games. So you're going to have your Donkey Kong and your Mario Kart and everything else that you could find. But it's the only portal that has a store outside of its portal here in Celestial Park. While you're here in Celestial Park, don't forget to check out the exclusive soda that they have here. They have the Celestial Spritz. It can only be found right here in Celestial Park. It can be found in any of the freestyle Coca-Cola machines around Celestial Park. And if you have one of these refillable mugs, you can get as many of them as you'd like. Tastes a little bit like tangerine mixed with grapefruit and lots of bubbles. Now, outside of each of the portals here in Celestial Park, you'll be able to find the concierge. Now, this is where you're going to go if there's any issues that you have, or if you need to speak to anybody in the customer service or customer relations. They will be able to help you here and address your issues. So these are located outside of each of the portals. This is where you're also going to find your daytime lockers. So if you need a locker for the entire day and not just the ones that are offered on the rides, this is where you're going to get them. They're going to be located on the back side of these concierge services. And you'll also be able to find your portable charger refills here as well. Celestial Park is Epic Universe's beating heart. It masterfully blends thrills and relaxation all in one. Now, if you're coming here to Epic Universe and you want to know what are the must-dos here in Celestial Park, well, here you go. I would first start off with Stardust Racers. Stardust Racers is such a thrilling and fun ride, and if you love coasters, you're going to absolutely love this, and I would highly recommend. Now, for quick service restaurants, I'm going to recommend Pizza Moon. Now, Pizza Moon, with their fresh pizzas and the unique ingredients that they use, there's something there for everybody, and it's also something very adventurous, yet can be safe at the same time. So if you're looking for a little bit of adventure, but with a little bit of comfort of knowing what you're eating, Pizza Moon is the place to go. For a sit-down restaurant, though, I would highly recommend Blue Dragon. Blue Dragon is my favorite sit-down restaurant here in Epic Universe, as well as all of Universal Resort. With their unique offerings and their shareable plates, it is something that is good for everybody, big families and small. Now, if you're looking for good drinks, my recommendations are going to be the Plastered Owl or Celeste Tiki. Depends on what mood you're in. If you're in the mood for more of an old-fashioned or a beer-style drink, head over to the Plastered Owl. They have tons of stuff over there for you. Or if you're looking for more of that tropical relaxation vibe, Celeste Tiki is going to be the place for you. Celeste Tiki is going to have all your favorite frozen drinks to help you relax and get into that tropical vibe. The Plastered Owl is going to give you that vibe of just sitting around the bar with some of your friends and hanging out. They even sometimes have live music in there, and the bands that they have had in there have been phenomenal. It's easy to be able to sit around the bar and just be able to relax and hang out and chill with your friends and family and have some conversation. Even when there is live music in there, it's still doable to have conversation and it's not overly loud. They do a good job of balancing the noise in there to make it enjoyable for everybody. If you're looking for a quick grab and go drink, you can do that over at Plastered Owl. They have a pickup window on the outside, meaning you don't even have to come into the restaurant or the bar. However, I do recommend going to the bar. The bartenders there are amazing, friendly, and very knowledgeable about how to make your drinks, and will be able to find something that's tasteful for you and your wants and needs. Last but certainly not least, I would highly recommend not missing the live light show at night. This is a mixture of lights and water, going to the sounds of the different portals. You'll have a section for Isle of Berk and a section for Dark Universe. The music playing with the water and the lights is absolutely beautiful. You can see this from all over the park. Every light here in Celestial Park will be playing with it, as well as those around the carousel, all the different fountains. Everything will be lighting up, changing colors, and playing with the music in the water. It's definitely do not miss on my list of things here in Celestial Park. All right, you guys, it is now nighttime here in Celestial Park, so that means it is time for the nighttime show. We're just 15 minutes away from that, and I'm so excited to show you this. I'm actually going to be sitting here in the lawn area for the very first time, so I'm really excited to show this to you because it'll be my first time really seeing it too. All right, I've got my seat, I've got my popcorn, I've got my Coca-Cola, and I'm ready for a nighttime show.
Greetings, travelers. The time has come for the chronos to align. Across the cosmos, the energy of every portal will soon ignite, channeling the power of the stars as Celestial Park bids you goodnight. using your wizarding magic, raced through realms of power-up and play, stood face to face with monsters and darkness, and soared beyond the clouds with dragons. Now, Celestial Park invites you to a final celebration of these epic worlds. May the fond memories of your explorations live on in the stars above and within you. Until the next epic journey calls you back, farewell and good night.
All right, you guys, that is going to conclude our day here at Celestial Park. We toured everything from the food, the entertainment, the attractions, and all the things in between. And I hope this was entertaining and fun and informative for you. I hope this brought a little bit more respect of Celestial Park to you, that it's not just a hub to get to other worlds, but it's a world of its own. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I love the fact that Universal used a brand new concept here for the hub of Epic Universe, the heartbeat of Epic Universe, to get to all these different worlds where the IPs are located. As much as I love walking into the movies and riding the movies and stepping into worlds that I've grown up with or that I've played in or imagined, there's something grand about an original concept in the parks. And I think they knocked it out of the park here. They thought of all the details that go into this, and I'm very happy to say that I love Celestial Park. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like this one and you haven't seen the other portal tours, go ahead and click on that playlist in the bottom, or you can check out all my other videos that I have on Universal, Disney, and SeaWorld. And until next time, I am Shannon with One Spark of Magic, and I am wishing you the most epic of days.